In this edition of UTA Spotlight, we take a look at this year's annual Communication Day.
Also, we visit the State Fair as it wraps up for the year.
Additionally, Texas Rangers fans share their optimism for the team and their chances of winning. UTA Spotlight starts now.
Welcome to UTA Spotlight, where we bring you UTA highlights to you. I'm Melissa Sofia Garza.
And I'm Valeria Martinez. Thank you for joining us. 2023 Comm Day provided communication students the opportunity to connect with industry professionals. As students arrived, they were welcomed with various breakfast options prior to the start of the event. As the day began, students had the chance to get a free headshot and had the opportunity to talk to various organizations about internships, career advice, and much more. The Organization Expo was a place for students to connect with industry representatives around the DFW area. Students also got the opportunity to talk to alumni and ask questions about the industry. Towards the end, students listened to the keynote speaker, Lauren Duvall, where she encouraged students and gave well advice. Here's what she has to say to students who feel like they may not be doing enough.
You're doing it right now. Like, I don't know that you're giving yourself enough credit, honestly. Like, you're sitting here in a room, you probably didn't anticipate doing this a couple of years ago. You're trying something out, you're working through the mechanics, you have a willing person to like help you do it. You're doing it. So just keep doing it. And when you have an idea, don't be afraid to let it breathe. Like, bring it to Lance, bring it to your advisors, bring it to people and be like, what would you, I would love to see this, or I would like to try this.
You know, Lauren Duvall really did provide great information at her paneling.
Yes, it must have been really encouraging to all the students who went.
Transportation has always been a key issue for UTA students. One of the more affordable methods has recently rebranded. Reporter Brian Barron has more information.
At UTA, it's not uncommon to see one of these vehicles getting students to and from campus. You might know them as VIA cars, but in the past few months, they've actually rebranded to Arlington On Demand. On August 14th of this year, the city's website announced that people would now have to download the new Arlington Transportation app to use the service instead of the VIA app.
We really wanted to focus on it being a city service. And so having the city name Arlington On Demand, we thought was more clear, more direct. We're still partnered with VIA, but they have moved away from putting their name on their service.
While wanting to focus on the city of Arlington as a whole, Arlington On Demand fully acknowledges how it benefits students, what with the autonomous vehicles they offer on campus, as well as the more affordable prices in comparison to similar services.
But it's also much more affordable than Uber and Lyft because it is subsidized by the city, and we also use federal transportation funds. So it's between $3 and $5 a ride, as well as weekly and monthly passes. So it's a much more affordable option.
For those students who are interested, just download the Arlington Transportation app as stated earlier and sign up with your MAV email to get the student benefits offered. Brian Barron, UTA News.
The app is available on iOS and Android, or you can call 817-784-7382 to book a ride.
As this year's State Fair comes to a close, we take a closer look at this iconic event. One of the best parts about being a Texan is looking forward to the annual State Fair event. The Texas State Fair is held in Dallas, Texas, September 29th and wrapped up October 22nd. Each year, State Fair concessionaires fry up tasty and unique dishes for a chance to become a finalist in the big annual Tex Choice Awards competition. We got to interview two of the top 3 winners for the Big Tex Top Food Choice Awards. Deep fried pho, created by Michelle Lee of Eat Krispies, won Best Taste Savory. She was inspired to elevate this traditional dish by using everything in her 40-year family recipe. And Banana Sopapillas, created by Cody and Lauren Hayes, won Most Creative. We asked them what inspired them to create this delicious dessert.
Oh, to do something like this that's creative, taking something that's very true to Texas, Tex-Mex, Southwest, right? People love sopapillas, and fond memories growing up, going to Poncho's, all you can eat, Tex-Mex, Mexican food, right? And then all you can eat sopapillas at the end. So something as simple as a sopapilla, but elevating it to a whole nother level and creating a concept behind it.
Discussions are underway about ways to improve UTA's campus. Here is reporter Brianna Villatorro with more.
The University of Texas at Arlington's Campus Master Plan is a strategic plan that prioritizes physical changes to the campus every 10 to 20 years. This planning process involves evaluating and suggesting enhancements in various areas from students, staff, and the people of Arlington. UTA has partnered with architecture and engineering company Smith Group to help design these developments. Vice President Doug Kozma leads the master plan and gathers information about what people like and do not like.
So we've spent most of our time talking with our students today. Where do we socialize? Where do we eat? Where do we sleep? Where do we spend our time recreating? How do we engage with our community?
With this master plan, improvements such as academic and campus life, mobility, and open space are just a few developmental considerations.
The components of this physical manifestation will help improve the university's roads, classrooms, walkways, buildings, and residential areas. The master goal is important to UTA student Elizabeth Hernandez because she gets to vocalize her opinion.
I think we need more study areas. We need more food courts around campus, and I think we need better trails for our bikes.
For any change, UTA's Office of Administration and Economic Development will go through a process with the Executive Committee that will eventually go to the Board of Regents. Brianna Villatoro, Arlington Sentinel News.
If you want to participate in the discussion or advocate your opinion, visit masterplan.uta.edu. Up next, we'll go over to Cameron for sports.
Hey Mavericks, Cameron Harper here. Let's talk sports. Rangers fans changed doubt to celebration with the recent success of the Texas Rangers. Reporter David Wisenhunt takes us back to game one of ALS Championship to see how fans felt then.
Excitement and optimism fill the air as the Texas Rangers begin their run in the 2023 MLB playoffs. The Rangers are in the playoffs for the first time since 2016, and fans are excited after dealing with some disappointing seasons.
Excited, I'm happy, man. You know, I was there when we was in the World Series back in 2011, and this team, I love it. I work for the Rangers, I work for the Cowboys, so this is exciting. I actually miss work just to be here to watch the Rangers.
It's pretty exciting, especially with the new ballpark, and ever since, 2012, it's been a rough one. Being a Rangers fan, see nothing but last place, so it's pretty exciting this year.
Just outside Globe Life Field, Texas Live hosted watch parties for fans to watch and cheer on the team as the Rangers traveled to play the Tampa Bay Rays in the wild card round. Fans like Gennaro Aguirre and Nikeith Evans are cautiously optimistic about how far the Rangers will make it into the playoffs.
To the World Series. I mean, hey, that's how my mind said.
Hopefully the World Series, but only baseball's a different game. You never know what happens.
The Rangers got off to a fast start in their playoff run as they swept the Rays 2-0 in the series with a combination of dominant pitching and capitalizing on mistakes from Tampa Bay. The Rangers now move on to the American League Division Series to play the Baltimore Orioles in a best-of-5 series, where the team hopes to capture some playoff magic at home. David Wisenhunt, UTA News.
The first game of the World Series starts this Friday. That's all for sports. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that Rangers update, Cameron. That's all we have for today on this edition of UTA Spotlight. To stay up to date with us, please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and X at MavMediaUTA.
And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss a highlight again. I'm Melissa Sofia Garza.
And I'm Valeria Martinez. Thank you so much for joining us. See you next time.